I have sore eyes today because I get allergies and the air here isn't great for people with allergies. There's a lot of dry air, so I had one of those nights where my eyes are itchy. Touching base with you, beautiful people. Quite a few of you have written to me about the cockatoos and the background to my meditations, and now somewhat overwhelmed with cockatoos and other birds, which is delightful. But the thing about cockatoos is that they screech. They, hello, Tribeca? Is that like Chewbacca? They screech really loudly. And I love cockatoos, but I've had comments in my meditation, heck, what's that? I think that is a cockatoo. And for some reason around where I'm living, there's, if I said hundreds and hundreds of cockatoos, that would be an understatement. Hello, Thomas. Maria from Brisbane. Maria, I just moved from North Queensland from Whitsundays. Thanks. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you like the SR. What's your name, SR? Not that you have to tell me. And I remember the comments last time in the last video. I like the birds. I find with the recordings, hello Jody, with the recordings, when I was recording in Queensland, I'd get up in the middle of the night and there were cicadas. Then in the morning there were the kulu birds, which really sound like a dying child. And there was also a crocodile. And now I've come to South Australia, it's cockatoos. Peacefulness. Thank you so much. Sinya, is that how I say it? Sinya, is that correct? Sinya? If you watch this video later, I'm responding to everyone's comments. So that's why I'm talking about a topic and then responding to comments. Hello, Keith. Sonia. Sorry, Sonia. I've got it. Sonia. I love the animal noises. You should look up the sound of a kulu. So in Queensland, a kulu sounds like, honestly, a dying child. My Queensland... Sonia, is it Sonja or Sonia? Sonia, I assume. I wish you guys could speak back to me. Sonia would be my pronunciation, Sonja. That's what we'd say in Australia. Or is it pronounced something other than Sonia? Anyway. Sonia, okay. Sonia, Connie. Thank you so much, Connie. I hope you're all enjoying the bird noises because thanks to me putting up 3 bird feeders, because I love birds, now there's bird sounds. Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much. Once again, hello, Keith. You're getting ready for snow, and I don't know if you can see here. It's very hot. It's like, hello, JJ. It's, thank you, 34 degrees today, I think, or maybe 31 Celsius. Hello, Connie from South Carolina. It's very hot here. I don't mind the heat. Yeah, but I always wear long sleeves when I go outside now to protect my skin, so it's a bit hot to go for a walk. Yeah, and as you know, I've moved to South Australia. I'm living with Adrian, and there's a lot of joy there. I have some sadness, but there is a lot of joy. It's interesting how you can feel both joy and happiness simultaneously. We're such a colourful being, aren't we? Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. I do enjoy or find rewarding combining cognitive behavioral therapy in with meditation, because in meditation we're in that relaxed, open state, and it's an ideal time to suggest changing the way the brain sees things, and it can support healing depending on the particular person. So I do enjoy bringing CBT into the meditations. Hello, Joe from North Mississippi. So we've got ice and snow in America, and we have heat and heat waves and electrical storms, lightning in South Australia, floods in Australia from the heat. You have to forgive me, I've got really sore eyes. I suffer from hay fever, and I'm getting it. I had it quite badly last night, so my eyes are really sore. Oh, yes, Mercy Rock, yeah. I was, oh, yes, Sonia, yeah, I keep repeating it, but I had a spate of deaths, as you know, and my parents died in 8 days. Mum died and then Dad stopped eating. He had Parkinson's. But then something really bad happened that I can't, I was going to say I can't process. I don't agree with that word. Yeah. Yes. I wish I could, I see. I can go back through the comments. Yes, Mercy Rock, I did a counselling client talk to me about the word crazy, and it's a thought or an issue close to my heart, because I went out with someone for quite some time who presented as a beautiful person, and I loved him, and he used words such as crazy, psycho, and a lot of other words I won't repeat. And it profoundly affected me. And I work very hard with this. So, you know, I do yoga and meditation, and I read a lot and keep a journal daily. But it so impacted me to have someone present with love, loving words, loving actions, and then to flip on a dime and use my greatest vulnerabilities is something that I am still processing. So I felt deep empathy with my client when it happened to my client, and I wanted to talk about it. The word crazy is its only purpose is to hurt. That's its only purpose. It doesn't mean anything. It cannot be defined other than saying it's nasty. And I don't think anyone should be the receiver of such vitriol. Jody. Oh, thank you so much, Jody. Oh, art therapist. Lovely. I love Michelle. Michelle Sanctuary. Yes. Yes, she's lovely. We do have the opposite seasons. Thank you, Amy. I'm going through your comments. Hello, Tracy. Yeah, Sonia. So I found when we experience trauma, we use the word heal. Heal is a describing word. Once we've experienced trauma, we're never healed, finish. We evolve into a new sense of ourselves. So you could say we never heal if you look at it as an arrival, because when we've arrived, we're someone new. I will never forget how this person spoke to me. But I know as a counsellor, even the words, I will never forget the way he spoke to me, trains me in that process. So Another way of looking at it would be to say, I am who I am now because of my way of processing that behavior, being called crazy after getting close to somebody. Yes, yeah. Hello, Auntie Travels. Thank you so much. I wonder also, so often on my videos, I refer to the same story. So I refer to a story where someone treated me badly and then I had a number of negative experiences. It's so important that we see the separateness between us and our story. Our story may affect us. We may choose, and you know the word choice is a process, to process in a certain way, but we are not our stories. So I often say, oh, my marriage has ended in A, B, and C. I think we need to be careful of that. Yes. I'm just, I think we never forget our traumas. Thomas, absolutely. Tracy, sexual assault crisis counsellor on healing even from sexual trauma. The problem with that, Tracy, it's a really, really good idea. If I was to say, so I've got a duty of care as someone that's got a master's in counselling in the Department of Education from Clayton Monash. One of the problems of naming a video for a specific reason, so let's say if I said healing from sexual assault, and I've done quite a bit of work with sexual assault, then I'm calling to action. I'm saying, anyone that's experienced sexual assault, watch this movie. And I have a duty of care. Someone who's experienced sexual assault really should have someone with them, assisting them. So this is one of the, I guess, problems we have with YouTube, that our role is to provide supportive therapy, and that's a therapeutic term, supportive therapy. Because if we say this is a video for post-traumatic stress disorder, what if it triggers that person? If I'm calling to action a particular group of people, I need to think, how will they feel? And somebody that's experienced sexual assault, there's so many things that could happen. I need to take that into consideration and try to ensure that that person has professional support. Connie's saying verbal abuse is as bad as physical abuse. I have PTSD from years of it. I'm so sorry, Connie. I agree with you. I was about to say, in some situations, verbal abuse is worse than physical abuse. Now, one of you out there may have experienced physical abuse, and then you may think, no, each of your experiences is your experience, your pathway, and you navigate forward. When I speak, it may be pertinent to you, it may not. It may undermine your experience because you're not in front of me. So I apologize if I'm not on the money, so to speak. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, the word crazy, Sonia, it's just, he used to say, I only tell you because I love you that you're crazy, and then use much worse words. And it's just to get close to someone and to share your vulnerabilities and to have them call you a nasty, nasty word when you love them and you've shared your weaknesses, whatever they are. It's an experience that's just really, really awful. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. It's interesting, the word sane, isn't it? Because we all want to think we're sane, but sanity is a continuum. It's a spectrum. We all go in and out of sanity. Why is the word insane, I mean, it's a silly word, why is it so demonized? We can all take a particular medication and have a reaction, or have an incredible grief, which could cause low-level psychosis. Why are these words demonized? It's incredibly wrong. Yes, that's so true, isn't it, Sonia? People project, and people can be incredibly cruel. I was listening to something recently where the woman said people are inherently good with good intent, and I don't know if I would agree with that. I think that there are some people that do not have good intent. I think that good intent takes work and practice, and we're all capable of poor intent, but some people really have poor intent. That's funny, Sonia. That's so true. Thank you to those of you who, and each time I go live, I mention Patreon. I'm not a big advertising person, but Patreon keeps my content going. And there's 3 times the content on Patreon and extra bonus content. And we have lives. I'm practicing them at the moment, getting my head around how to do it. But there's a lot more closeness on Patreon, and Patreon supports my content. So if you want to receive more content, bonuses, voice only, then mosey on down to Patreon. You can cancel anytime. So I'm reading Maria. Yes. Yeah, I have had the very good fortune of being trained by Victorian government bodies in what's called the recovery method, or called recovery-oriented training. It's for people, so we learn how to support people with mental health issues. And they talk about the word recovery, or they trained me into the word recovery. So our role is to help people with the recovery with mental health, but it's acknowledging that recovery isn't a journey with an arrival, it's just a journey. We're constantly in recovery. We're constantly recovering, and recovery is a journey. Rather than saying, I've recovered, there is no arrival. There's just the journey. And I love that approach to mental health, that it's all about supporting active recovery in all its forms, rather than thinking, oh, when's the healing going to happen? Can I tick it? Can I tick? I'm there. Oh, yes, you are okay, Auntie Travels. I love that word okay. It's so soft and not demanding and gentle. Life can be such a storm, and to be euphoric or blissful can sometimes be part of the storm. It takes us up and down. But if I'm okay. I'm okay. Life isn't beer and Skittles, but I'm okay. And being okay can be getting up off the kitchen floor after lying in a fetal position sobbing. Being okay can be getting up in the morning. Being okay can say, I'll just get in the shower. I feel a little bit better. Or being okay can be running 10Ks or getting to the gym. This morning, I woke up feeling sad about the thing I feel sad about. And I went to gym, and it was a 1%er. When I finished gym, I felt a little bit better. And I think the storm. I think that life is about the 1%ers. And a 1%er is my cockatoos or my bird feeder or this basil. Wherever I live, I grow particular plants like a basil, a chili, because I think I've told you the chili story about my mum, which is a beautiful story. I told it in one of the lives, so I don't want to... I know some of you are in all the lives and you're hearing the same stories, but there was a funny story about the chili plant and my mother, and the lack of agreement we had about this chili plant. And now that she's passed, I want to grow chili plants everywhere. I can tell you the chili story again. My face is so itchy because I get hay fever really easily. So I've been up all night with hay fever and my eyes are all, ow, so sore. Oh, sorry, I've just bumped my eye. I've always had a hay fever. Yeah, so I wanted to touch base, see you're okay. It's Friday here. It's probably Thursday for all of you. So we're coming into the weekend. Thank you. I'm going to go and enjoy my day. Perhaps you can think about your one percenters and focus on your one percenters. One percenters are getting up in the morning, having a good breakfast, feeding the birds, enjoying your plants, hot shower, favorite mug, beautiful textured jumper, blanket, pillow. My favorite quote is a whisper to her, you cannot withstand the storm, but I whispered it. Oh yes, Auntie Travels, I love that quote. You're welcome. Well, my mum loves chili plants, and we had a disagreement about one. And when she passed, my chili plant grew a huge chili, and I knew it was my mum messaging me. And now I grow them everywhere. I love chili. I eat so much and my eyes are crying from eating chili and jalapenos. And I love hot food. I do apologize. My eyes, they're so bad from the, all night I was rubbing them from the hay fever. It's funny, I've come to South Australia and it's the worst state in Australia for hay fever. Here I am. Oh, yellow. I love my bird feeders. I love them. Thank you, Sonia. Yes, I've, this thing that happened after my parents died. And of course, this terrible thing happened after my parents died. And it's terrible. I cry most days about it. But it has thwarted or affected my ability to grieve my parents' loss, the loss of my parents because of this thing that happened. Yeah. Hey, Shannon. Yeah, Sonia. That's true. I think I need to take a Clarentine. I don't know what you have in America. We have an antihistamine called Clarentine. I'm going to take it for my eyes because they're quite sore. I can feel as we're speaking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I will come online again. Thank you, Sonia. I really appreciate that. And I say the same to any of you that experience profanity or abuse or abusive language. The abusive language is a reflection of the person speaking. Oh, Keith, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Keith just donated, and that's, you don't have to donate, but Keith, I'm very, very, very grateful. Thank you very much. When somebody, thank you. When somebody, looking at that cat, is that a cat or a fox? Hello, Andres. Thank you. From Mexico. When somebody uses profanity, nasty words, they are saying, I'm the type of person that enjoys hurting you. And all we can feel is sorry for them. Oh, okay, essential oil. For this is Tracy for my eyes. I've got some essential oils here. I've always had allergies, so I've always had problems with my skin, a little bit of asthma. I'm allergic to fish, allergic to pollen, some dust. Oh, okay, Keith, thank you. I get, people say, why don't you do more over an hour meditations? And everyone's got different preferences, and some say they like them faster and some like them slower. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go. It's morning. It's 11:45. Thank you for spending a moment of your precious day with me. Thank you, Cara. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I'm going to go now. I'm putting my hand towards the I keep seeing a new message and want to, thank you so much, guys. Thanks for donating. Means a lot. You don't have to donate. Love you.